Hi, and welcome back to Make a Difference. You have two choices in your life. One, you can be like everybody else. Or two, you can be yourself and be a difference maker. And I want to apologize now because I'm going to go a little long. And as I get near 60 seconds, I don't want you going, hey, what's up with that? There's a reason I'm going to go long. I hope you find it worthwhile. But I had a coworker who turned me on to the StrengthsFinder surveys, and those surveys were really interesting because they began to sit down and talk to you about what it is that you did very well. What were your personal strengths? And my coworker was doing it to analyze his team and figure out, what the different strengths for those people were on the team. But it taught me a lot about myself because instead of me trying to look at my weaknesses and trying to say, okay, I got to get better at that, I got to get better at that, I got to get better at that, I started to look at my strengths and say, what can I do to apply this to make things better? It was very interesting. Once I started doing that, things became very different for me. It wasn't always like, well, when I get this skill, people began to take a look at what it is that I could do amongst my strengths, and they began to seek me out based upon those skill sets. And I think that's the part of reflection for today that I'm kind of getting back to is I need to sit down and get connected with my strengths and bring those to the forefront of what I'm doing before I sit down and say, oh, my weaknesses X, Y, and Z. I'm going to sit down and maybe take a look at bringing out other people that do have those strengths that complement my weaknesses. Thanks for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.